End Time Watchman Part 2. Alright, I've talked with you about a couple of wildfire scenarios that could be popping up and taking place here in the not so distant future. Let me ask you this. Thank God for water. Well water at that. Well, now he's promoting Lambert's Cafe. He must live close to it or his daddy owns it. I just thought I'd do that for being a sarcastic person that I am. No, I'm not promoting it. Just happened to be a cup I wanted to drink out of tonight. Picture this. Well, I tell you, I'd rather write them paper checks than I had to trust cash. I don't want to keep cash at home because they may be somebody come in and rob me. And I trust that paper check. I don't want to keep no cash, no silver, no other way to, maybe some stuff to barter with. I trust that checking and banking account, and I trust that ATM card. Here's another wildfire scenario that you will experience. Does End Time know the day or the hour? No, I don't. But End Time's telling you like it is. Think about this. Think about a wildfire scenario or a bank holiday. Ooh, man. They shut them down Thursday to Monday. You need to go use your ATM card to maybe pay your phone bill. Let's just get on that lower level for a minute. Oh my gosh. And you waited till the last day to pay it and they're going to cut it off and you can't pay it with your ATM card because the system's down. Woo, boy. Maybe you want to rust to that ATM and slide that plastic, boy. You slide and say, it says, no funds available at this time. And you know you got money in the bank. That's going to upset you because you depended on technology rather than intelligence and wisdom. Oh, I'm telling you what's coming. I'm telling you there's so many wildfires that's going to be struck across this nation, and they're going to begin to start, and they're going to pop up, and it's kind of like there's so many firefighters to try to put them out, and they can't do it. So they go to the big boy first, and the little ones that is big to you, the ATM not working for days or weeks, it's not big to them. They planned it. It's big to you though, because I trusted in the system, and I'll slide that thing till I'm sick of sliding. You can kick that ATM all you want to, and it's not going to feed you no money. And now you don't have any way to buy anything if you're not in an area where people are rioting and beating each other down with bricks and stuff like that. Well, End Time, you're crazy. Oh, go back and look at the LA riots and see what it was about. It was a wildfire scenario. And by the way, the feds and all were watching it, studying it. They do. I told you, study. Look at situations, look at scenarios, see yourself in them before they take place. See yourself prepared and where you don't have to be in the middle of it. Well, I just don't like this dumb redneck. I know you don't like me because I'm real deal, baby. But that's fine. But when that ATM slid and the money won't come out of it, look, I experienced that years ago. When I had plenty of money in the bank. But I was working a little late and I didn't go there and get me no cash, and I wanted to go do something, and knowing good and well I'd worked myself to death for it, and I'd slide that ATM card and it said, whoo, friggin' ATM machine's empty. And I'd go to another place. Funds not available right now. I'm like, wait a minute. I put my money in that bank and trust you with it, and you tell me that I've got this card that makes it easier than carrying cash. Then when I go to get my funds out and I can't get them, and I got to go through the whole weekend, I don't have any cash to do what I want to do with, and I walk in there on a Monday morning to that bank, well, I apologize, sir, we had a glitch in the system. That ain't good enough. What I'm telling you is this. What they're telling you is foolproof, and they taught you into this for years and years and years about a bank, and trust them. See, they put a fear factor in you to trust them because you don't need to keep your cash. Pull your cash, if you have a little bit or a substantial amount, pull it out, spend you 1,800 to 2,500 bucks. It even goes from 1,000 fireproof up to 2,500 and get you a good safe. There's safes all over these gun stores you can get that are fireproof up to 1,800 degrees. Now, which one's going to be more? Which one's going to be more able to destroy the safe? A stupid thug robber or a fire? Of course, they put it up and build them for the fire, not the robber, because the robber can't get the son of a gun. But when you got a checking account, an ATM card, the robbers are there daily and nightly to make your money disappear. Well, I'm sorry. Well, look here, Billy, end time, whatever you want to call yourself. What about this FDIC stuff? Well, it's good for a season. That season's running out. Another wildfire scenario. Oh Lord, as I get into this, it's finna get deeper. Okay. The feds have already planned for critical incidents to react to the incidences and the wildfires that will be started in the not so distant future. You better understand what I'm trying to tell you. It's coming. I told you in video after video to get out of the big cities if you had any money. If you don't have any money, you better make sure that you're right with God. And you know Jesus is your personal Savior beyond all. And I know there's atheists who watch me, and I thank you for watching me. I know there's crisis Christians, and they wouldn't come to God until after the crisis starts. If you can't get out of the big cities, especially those with the tags and targets on them, might as well, I ain't got nothing to lose. Let's just name a few of them. New York, LA, Miami, Atlanta. You're in trouble. And it ain't from a diaper wearing terrorist. I'm trying to talk to you about synthetic terrorism. Homegrown terrorism. And it ain't the American patriot. It ain't the gun toter. It ain't the person. It ain't the person that has the sidearm. Because I'll remind you, he'll defend the homosexual's rights just like he will a patriot's rights. Just like he will a Christian's rights. He's not the enemy. But now he's been pictured through the Reno and Reno administration, and I say that because she went into Waco and had the Ruby Ridge and all that, and we're supposed to be the bad guys that just want to be left alone. We're not the bad guys. The bad guys are the corrupt, evil feds that are bent on enslaving you, and the corporations and the big banks and the overseas banks that are bent on turning you into slaves. They're the enemy. I'm not the enemy. End time ain't your enemy. Unless you come at me to take my stuff from my family, and by God, you'd rather drive a gas truck through hell with the valve open than to screw around with me or my children or my wife. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. Now, having said that, I've got friends across this nation that I'll be glad to take a bullet for. Not a problem to me. Not a problem to me. Problem to some of you, but it ain't a problem to me. But that's the difference between a man and a mouse. You see. Consider that when you go to slide that ATM card or that credit card, and it all of a sudden don't work, and they say, "I'm sorry, you can't make this purchase. This card declined," and you know you got money or you know you got credit, but it just ain't. It ain't in your bill folder or ain't in your hand. All you got is plastic. Wildfire scenario. I see that bad moon coming. Some of you listen, some of you won't. But when you don't listen and you're terrified, you'll still look at this ugly bearded mug with the old cowboy hat on and the pistol on his side, and you'll say, "I wish to God in heaven I'd listen to him, or he was here to help me get out of this predicament." Oh, it's coming. It's on the way. Let's keep talking about wildfire, because I'm finna get real.